What's going on, y'all? It's TKJ. Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you for stopping by, man. I'm not gonna lie, I've been MIA the past week or so. I decided to spend some time with family for the holidays and whatnot. I had to say, forget all of that, man. We have a big trade going on in the NBA. The New York Knicks have traded RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, and a second round pick to the Toronto Raptors for OG Anunoby, Precious Achiuwa, and Malachi Flynn. I'll definitely give you guys my thoughts on the trade here in a second, but first off, we are doing a realistic rebuild of the New York Knicks. The goal is to win a championship within the first 3 seasons. If I can't do it during that time, then the video won't end until eventually I do. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't, man. And without any further ado, it's time to get into this video.
Let's get it.
Alrighty, let's get started with my thoughts on the trade. As you can see, we got it all set up here, and we did have to also cut Daquan Jeffries just to stay below the roster limit. But yeah, man, when it comes to this trade, honestly, I think it is a win-win. For the New York Knicks, you're getting OG Anunoby, who I think is a much better fit at the 3 spot than RJ Barrett. When you got guys like Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, you really need someone who can just be like a catch-and-shoot scorer. I think OG Anunoby fits that role a lot better than RJ Barrett, and he also is a better defender as well. So really on both sides of the ball, I think he's going to thrive in New York's system. You're also getting Precious Achiuwa, a backup center. That's important right now because Mitchell Robinson is going to be out for this entire season. And then you're getting Malachi Flynn too. The Knicks need some backup guard play. Maybe he'll carve out a role, maybe he won't, I'm not too sure, but that's a decent little throw in. So yeah, man, I do like this trade for the Knicks, and also they didn't give up a first round pick. That's really important too. They still got a lot of draft capital. They got Evan Fournier's contract, Quentin Grimes as well. I'd be surprised if this is the last move for the Knicks, man. I think they still got a lot they can work with in order to pull off another trade and really become title contenders. And then taking a look at the Toronto Raptors, man, we've been waiting for them to hit the reset button. Now they're getting RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, 2 young players that can thrive in an expanded role. When you add them with Scottie Barnes and whatever they can get for Pascal Siakam, who I do think they will trade pretty soon, that sounds like a pretty good young core to me, man. So I think the Raptors did do pretty well here. Anyways, let's not waste any more time. Let's take a look at our rotation breakdown. At the one, we got Jalen Brunson, who's 27 years old, 89 overall. Hey man, can we just take a moment to say shout out to 2K? They finally put start today mode in this thing. What is it, like 30 some games into the season? That's pretty crazy, but I guess I'll take it. Either way, Jalen Brunson is averaging 26 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, and 1 steal, and he's also shooting 44% from deep. That's really good. He really has thrived since he got to New York 2 seasons ago. I think there is no question he's going to be safe for this entire video, but is he good enough to be the main guy on a championship team? That's the big question, really. I'm still not sure, but we got to figure that out this video. At the 2, we got Donte DiVincenzo, who is 26 years old, 79 overall. He's also a Villanova guy, just like Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart as well, so that's pretty cool. But either way, he's averaging 10 points a game, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal, and he's also shooting 44% from deep, so that's great too. DiVincenzo's on the first year of a 4-year deal, so we do got him locked up for a little while, but it's not like it's for a lot of money. 11 M's this season, going up to about 12.5 M's in 4 years. I definitely do like him, but I'm not gonna lie, if we do make a trade for like a superstar player, we might have to use his contract as salary filler, man, so that would be pretty tough because again, he is a Villanova guy, but it is what it is. We'll see what happens. Anyways, at the 3, we got OG Anunoby, the new addition. Just talked about him, 26 years old, 82 overall. Like I said, I love his fit on the team. I think he's exactly what the Knicks needed the 3 spot. Just a catch and shoot guy who can also defend really well. He's averaging 15 points a game, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and also 1 block round up around here, and he's shooting 37% from deep, man. We'll take that. Now with all that being said, the one catch here is that OG Anunoby does have a player option next season, then I'm pretty sure he will decline. It's about 20 M's. In my opinion, I think he's worth like maybe 25, something like that, which is a lot of money, but obviously we just traded a lot to get him. We definitely got to bring him back this offseason. Then at the 4, we got Julius Randle, who is 29 years old, 85 overall. I mean, you guys know he definitely is a little bit inconsistent. Some games he's engaged, other games not so much, but still the stats look pretty good this season. 23 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and also 1 steal. Only shooting 28% from deep. That's a little bit concerning because obviously our usual starting center Mitchell Robinson doesn't space the floor at all, so I would like Julius Randle too. But either way, man, he's an all-NBA player when he's playing at his best, and he's also on the contract for the next 3 years. I'm not going to say he's safe for this entire video, but I'm also not opposed to keeping him around. At the 5, we got Isaiah Hartenstein because unfortunately Mitchell Robinson is going to be out for the rest of the season. But either way, I do like Hart, man. 25 years old, 77 overall. He's averaging 6 points per game this season, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Not much of a 3-point shooter, but he is capable, I guess. More than Mitchell Robinson, 33% from deep. That's not too bad. But again, kind of like Donte DiVincenzo, he is on a movable contract. It's an expiring deal, 9 M's this season. We definitely could use that as salary filler if we do want to make a big trade. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Let's take a look at the bench now. We got Josh Hart, the other Villanova guy we were talking about, 28 years old, 78 overall. He's just a really good hustle guy, defense above his size, definitely fits in the Knicks system. 8 points a game this season, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and also 1 steal. He's only shooting 33% from deep. That is a decrease from last year, but he still is capable. And this past offseason, he signed a 4-year, $81 million extension. I'm not gonna lie, man, that's a lot of money for Josh Hart. If we re-sign OG Anunoby, which obviously we want to do, and then we trade for a star player on top of that, like we definitely are gonna have to save some money somewhere. So even though I do like Josh Hart a lot, he might be the odd man out. Up next, we got got Precious Achiuwa, who we already have talked about, 24 years old, 77 overall. He's definitely polarizing. You know, some Raptors fans love him, other ones don't. You know, he is an undersized center, 6'8". That's not ideal. Honestly, I think the game plan is just to give him some minutes this season, you know, especially with Mitchell Robinson out for the year, and we'll just see what he can do with that opportunity, man. Because yeah, he's on the last year of his rookie deal. You know, we definitely got to decide, do we want to pay him or not? That's just going to depend on how he plays this year. Next up, we got Quentin Grimes, who is 23 years old, 75 overall, 6 points per game this season, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and also 1 steal, shooting 37% from deep. He's young, he can defend, he can knock down a 3-ball. I think he does have some value. The big question here is just, do I want to include him in a superstar trade? You know, that's what I'm still trying to figure out. I think I'm leaning towards yes, I do, because right now, I don't know if we have enough to win a championship. You know, if we are going to make a big trade, we definitely have to include him. We don't really have much else that has a lot of value. I mean, yeah, man, it's pretty much just Quentin Grimes and nothing else. Anyways, the last guy in our 10-man rotation is Malachi Flynn. We already talked about him, but 25 years old, 73 overall. I've seen a lot of Raptors fans who don't like him, man. They were very excited that they got him off of their team. You know, he's averaging 5 points a game this season, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and also 1 steal, while shooting 35% from deep. Honestly, I'm not expecting a whole lot. You know, maybe he does develop into something for us. That would be a bonus. But either way, man, we definitely need some more scoring off the bench. That's for sure. Anyways, let's take a look at some guys outside the rotation. We got Miles McBride, who I guess was like the backup point guard. Now he's being replaced by Malachi Flynn. You can still get that spot back there, you know, 23 years old, 74 overall. If he progresses, man, he could crack the rotation once again. Then we got the old man of the group, Taj Gibson, 38 years old, 73 overall. There's not a whole lot to say, man. You know, he's pretty much just here for veteran leadership. Then we got Evan Fournier, who honestly is one of the most important players in this entire rebuild, because bro's got a contract that we could definitely use as salary filler, man. 18 M's this season, pretty much 19. And essentially it is an expiring deal. You know, he's got a team option next year for 19 M's. That just screams salary filler for a big trade, man. We definitely could pull something off with him. What's that trade going to be? I'm not too sure, but we got to figure that out. You know what, my bad, man. I forgot to mention we have another Villanova guy here, Ryan Arcidiacono, 29 years old, 69 overall. It's cool that he's also from Nova, but with that being said, he's obviously not going to crack the rotation anytime soon. So yeah, there's not a lot to say there. Then we got Jericho Sims, who is dealing with an ankle injury right now. He's 28 years old. It says 68 overall, but I think it is 72 when he is healthy. Either way, I'm not expecting a whole lot out of him. You know, he's another center who can't really space the floor too much, just like Mitchell Robinson. At some point, man, I definitely do want a center who can space the floor, and obviously Jericho Sims doesn't fit that, so I don't think he's a part of my future plans. And last but not least, I got Mitchell Robinson, who, like I said, is going to be out for this entire season, just had ankle surgery. When he does come back, obviously he's going to go back to being our starter. You know, he's a really good rim protector, a good rebounder, and he doesn't need the ball a whole lot, which is good because he is playing with Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle. So yeah, man, it is unfortunate that he's out for the entire season, but when he does come back, he definitely will be a part of our future plans. Speaking of future plans, though, let's take a look at our 3-year game plan starting off of season 1. It's pretty simple, man. The goal is to trade for a star player, you know, whether that's this season or the off season. What we got right now is cool, but it's definitely not enough to compete for a championship. We still need that one piece, man, and if we can't find it, there really wasn't a point in doing this OG Anunoby trade. Then for season 2, I definitely want to get some more scoring off the bench. You know, that is a concern for us. Whether that's somebody in the backcourt or like a floor spacing center, I'm not too sure, but our second unit definitely is missing that. And then for season 3, per usual, buy if necessary. Obviously, we're trying to win right now, so if we still haven't done that by year 3, I would be willing to make some more drastic moves, you know, trading a guy like Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson, something like that. You know, those kinds of trades for sure wouldn't be off the table. Anyways, man, that's a look at our 3-year game plan. We are 17-14 right now to 7th seed in the Eastern Conference. It's not too bad, but we definitely do want to get better. Let's head to the trade deadline and see if there's any moves we can make. Alright, man, so we're at the trade deadline and we're 25-26, the 8th seed in the Eastern Conference. Obviously, it's not ideal, but it's also not too much of a surprise. Let's look around and see what trades we can do to get better. Alright, so we are in a bit of a tricky situation, but let me go ahead and explain my thought process. I think more or less this is the type of trade I'm trying to do. I want to send Quentin Grimes, Isaiah Hartenstein, Evan Fournier, and then also 3 unprotected first-round picks of ours in 2024, 26, and 28. I'm trying to send all of that to the Cleveland Cavaliers, so Donovan Mitchell and also Sam Merrill. Like I said, man, I don't think we have enough to win a championship right now. I do love Jalen Brunson, but in my opinion, I don't think he's good enough to be the #1 guy on a championship team, while a guy like Donovan Mitchell, on the other hand, definitely is. With all that being said, though, I don't think I'm going to do this trade right now, just because I don't think the Cavs will want to do it. You know, Donovan Mitchell has 2 more years on his contract and then a player option on the 3rd year. I think everyone around the league knows that eventually he wants to end up in New York. You know, that's where he's from. So either the Knicks or the Nets, that's an ideal landing spot. When it comes to this season, though, I don't think the Cavs will try to trade him. They're the 4th seed in the Eastern Conference in this sim, and I think they're looking at this year as like the last full season to go in and make a case for why Donovan Mitchell should resign. You know, maybe they make a run and he wants to stay, something like that. I think that's their thought process, or at least it would be. But when that doesn't work out, then this upcoming offseason, that's when I think it would be time to trade for Donovan Mitchell, and essentially it would just be a sign and trade. You know, we pick up Evan Fournier's player option, we'd re-sign Isaiah Hartenstein to about the same deal, about 9 to 10 M's, and then also by that time Quentin Grimes will progress, so he should also be more valuable. Again, man, I want to do this trade this season, but I'm trying to be realistic. I don't think the Cavs would do it, and that's totally fine because honestly, I don't think we win a championship this year either way. You know, especially with Mitchell Robinson out for the season and we lose Isaiah Hartenstein. I guess we'd have like a center rotation of Precious Achiuwa and also Jericho Sims. We're not winning this year either way, man, so I'm totally fine with waiting. We got Jalen Brunson coming back, We got Julius Randle coming back. We'll re-sign OG Anunoby as well, and we'll just run it back next season with Donovan Mitchell in the mix. So yeah, man, as weird as it does sound, we are just going to stay put this season. We'll probably be like a borderline playing team, something like that. It's only year 1, man. I'm not too mad at it. Anyways, let's get back to simming here and just see how it plays out. Alright, man, so we actually made a little bit of a run down the stretch. We went 45 and 37. That's not too bad. Luka Doncic MVP. Let's take a look at the rest of this here. Do we have anything that concerns us? No, we don't, but that's fine. What about the LNBA teams, though? Any love for the New York Knicks? Let's go ahead and find out. As, let's see. It is not looking like it, but that's okay. It looks like we are in the play-in after all. We're the 7th seed. That's not too bad. Let's take a look at the stats first, though. Jalen Brunson led the way for us, man. 23 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and also 1 steal. Let's see. He shot, what is it? 38% from deep. That's not too bad. Then we got OG Anunoby, 36%. We also got Dante DiVincenzo, 39%. What else do we got here, man? Quentin Grimes, 37%. And that's about it for us. We definitely do need some more 3-point shooting, that's for sure. Anyways, taking a look at the rest of this here, we got Julius Randle, 20 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. Then we got OG Anunoby, 14 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block. Let's see. Dante DiVincenzo in the starting role, 12 points, also 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. And then our main guy off the bench was Josh Hart. He finished with 10 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and also 1 steal. But anyways, make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of the stats. Let's not waste any more time, man. Let's get into this playoff run. So we're going up against the Orlando Magic in the first round. Let's take a look at the matchup real quick. As let's see, they got Cole Anthony, Jalen Suggs, Franz Wagner, Paolo Banchero, and also Wendell Carter Jr. It is a pretty good team, man, but I think we have a chance here. So let me shorten the rotation real quick. Alrighty, so we already had a 9-man rotation, but I gave more minutes to the starters and not so much for the bench. Is that enough to make it out of this thing? Let's go ahead and find out real quick. As let's see, we're gonna go ahead and sim this whole game, and we do advance. Okay, so we're going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's pretty funny. Hey, man, this is our chance to tell Donovan Mitchell, come over to the Big Apple. You feel me? Anyways, let's take a look at the matchup here. As they got Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Max Strus, Evan Mobley, and also Jared Allen. Same starting 5 in real life. Do we have a chance? Honestly, I'm not too sure. I don't really like our chances. But let's get into it, man. As let's see, we do win game 1. That's good. It is 2-0 us. Let's see, 3-0 us, bro. No shot. No shot. Come to New York, bro. This is where you belong, Donovan Mitchell. What a statement by the New York Knicks, man. Clean sweeping the Cavs, and if you ask me, I think that's a clear statement, and Donovan Mitchell should be playing for us. Anyways, though, now we're moving on to the second round, going up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Let's take a look at the matchup. As they got Damian Lillard, Malik Beasley, Chris Middleton, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and also Bobby Portis Jr. It's a good team, man. They definitely are better on paper, but you never really know, as we saw in that last series. So they win game 1. Let's see, 1-1. Okay. It is 2-1 them. Come on, man. 3-1. Yeah, I already shortened the rotation, and we do win that game. That's good. Can we force the game 7? No, we cannot. Tough. I mean, overall, I'm not too mad at that, man, because like I said, we won the series that mattered, that's for sure. But anyway, simming the rest of this thing here, it looks like it is going to be the Clippers winning it all, okay? And it's Paul George, Finals MVP. Shout out to him. All right, man, so here to draft lottery, and we do have pick number 18, which is our own, but then we also have pick number 19 from the Mavericks. It was top 10 protected, and it didn't convey, so that's good. Anyways, let's go to draft night and check it out. All right, man, so pick number 18, I'm going to go with Tyrese Proctor, 25 years old, a 6'5" point guard. You know, we need some backcourt depth. Right now, we got like Malachi Flynn, Miles McBride competing for that backup 1 spot. Tyrese Proctor would be nice, man. He also has some good size in the backcourt. You know, he's 6'5". If we pull off that trade for Donovan Mitchell, we are going to have an undersized backcourt, so it'll be nice to have some more size off the bench. All NBA ceiling, that sounds pretty good to me. Tyrese Proctor, welcome to the Knicks. And at pick number 19, man, I'm going to go with Robert Dillingham, another guard, I know that, but I think he has a lot of offensive upsides. You know, 19 years old, 6'3". We do need some scoring off the bench, so he can definitely provide that for us. Steve Francis all-star stealing, man, that's pretty good. Robert Dillingham, welcome to the Knicks. No surprise here, OG Anunoby did decline his player option. That's totally fine. Again, I'm hoping to re-sign him for like maybe 25 M's, something like that. And we are going to pick up Evan Fournier's team option again. We got to do that to make the money match for that Donovan Mitchell trade. And speaking of which, man, let's get into that. Before we do that, though, we do have to re-sign Isaiah Hartenstein, 9 M's this season, 2 years. Will he say yes, it is? And he will. There we go. All right, man, here's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to send Quentin Grimes, Isaiah Hartenstein, Evan Fournier, a 2025 first round pick that is our own. Then I'm going to send a 2027 first round pick and also a 2029 first round pick. It does say 2028. Unfortunately, we can't trade 2029 just yet. I'm not sure why that's a thing in 2K, but of course I'll fix that off camera. And then on top of this, we're going to give up another first round pick in 2025 from the Bucks, which is top 4 protected. Obviously, that will convey. So in reality, man, it's going to be 4 first round picks, Quentin Grimes, and also Isaiah Hartenstein in exchange for Donovan Mitchell. Now, I'm sure a lot of Cavs fans right now are probably thinking that's not enough for Donovan Mitchell. I think that it is, man, because you got to remember the Cavs really don't have any leverage in this situation. Donovan Mitchell wants to go back to New York. He's on the last year of his deal, and in the 2 years that you've had him, you got him bounced in the first round, both times by the New York Knicks. So yeah, it's not a very good look. I think if you do this trade, you get 4 first round picks back. You know, they gave up 3 to get Donovan Mitchell. I guess 4 if you count Ochai Agbaji, but either way, you break even with that. And then you also get Quentin Grimes, who actually I think would be a really nice fit in Cleveland, excellent, man. He's got good size in the backcourt, which they don't have right now, and he can also defend, so obviously he's not as good as Donovan Mitchell. Nowhere close, but if we're just talking fit, I think he does fit a lot better with Darius Garland. In this trade, you're also going to get Isaiah Hartenstein, a nice backup center. They do need that. And most importantly, man, both of those guys do fit their timeline. You know, Quentin Grimes is 24 years old, Hart is 26. I think there's this perception around the Cavs that they're built to win right now, but that's really not the case, man. You got Darius Garland, 24 years old, Evan Mobley, 23, Jared Allen, 26. If you do this trade, you're still a very young team with a lot of draft capital. And again, you're getting all of that in a position where you don't really have any leverage. I think this is a good trade, man. And for us, obviously, I've said it a bunch of times, this is the final piece to help us win a championship. We are going to have an undersized backcourt. You know, Donovan Mitchell is 6'3". That is a little bit concerning, but we got OG Anunoby at the 3. He should be able to help out a lot. I feel pretty good about this trade, man. Let's see if they will say yes to it. And they will, man. There you go. I said I'd also give him another first round pick. I'm still going to do that. But there you have it, man. Donovan Mitchell, welcome to the Knicks. So now that we got that done, we got to re-sign OG Anunoby. I'm going to try 24 M's per year for the next 3 seasons. Will he say yes to this? Let's see. I think he had some other options here. Where's he at? There we go. Are we the top one? Yes, we are. Okay, cool. Now I'm trying to get some more scoring off the bench. I'm going to go with Luke Kennard here, who apparently only wants a veteran minimum, man. That's a steal for us. Let's make that happen. And unfortunately, we didn't have the money to re-sign Precious Achiuwa. I think he wanted like 11 M's or something like that. So instead, I'm going to try to sign Danilo Gallinari as a backup center. I want some floor spacing. He's 35 years old, but he can provide that, and he's also cheap. A 1-year veteran minimum, man. That sounds good to me. Hey, man, so now we're here at player progression, and we don't have a lot of green arrows here. We got Donovan Mitchell up 1 to 93. That's good. But other than that, man, we got OG Anunoby. It says up 3 to an 83. It's really only up 1. He went up 2 when I made him a small forward, and then he progressed 1. Hey, man, that's about it for us in terms of progress. Like, we got Danilo Gallinari down 2 to a 75. That's pretty tough. And what else do we got here, man? We got Jalen Martin up 2 to a 69, I guess. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little bit worried that our guys have kind of reached their ceiling, but with that being said, man, it's still a really good team on paper. I feel great about it. Let's move on to season 2 and try to win a championship. All right, man, so the team for year 2 is looking like Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, OG Anunoby, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson. Now back in the mix, so that's good. Then off the bench, we got Dante DiVincenzo, Josh Hart. We also got Luke Kennard, and it's only going to be a 9-man rotation. We got Danilo Gallinari here. I ain't gonna lie, I think at some point we are gonna have to upgrade him. But yeah, man, I feel really good about this team. So let's head into the trade deadline and see what it's looking like. Talk to me, but talk to me nice. The boys are 41-9 at the trade deadline, man. The first seed in the Eastern Conference. That's insane. You love to see it. Obviously, I don't want to make a big move and mess around with what we got going on. But with that being said, I'm still going to look around, see if there's anything out there. Let's get into it. So like I said, man, I don't want to do a big trade, but I'm trying to send Malachi Flynn and 2 second-round picks to the Orlando Magic for Kelly Olynyk. They're pretty good in terms of center depth. You know, they got Wendell Carter Jr., Mo Wagner still. Olynyk is kind of the odd man out. So in this trade, they're getting 2 second-round picks and pretty much an expiring contract. I think that is a good return. And then for us, man, I'm still looking for that front court player who can space the floor. I think Kelly Olynyk can be that guy. You know, he's shooting 43% from deep this season. We'll definitely take that. So let's see if they will say yes to this deal, and they will. Kelly Olynyk, welcome to the team. And that's the team, man. We got Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, OG Anunoby, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson. Then on the bench, you got Dante DiVincenzo. We got Josh Hart, Luke Kennard, and Kelly Olynyk. And we are going to keep it a 9-man rotation. I feel like that's the best move for us. Is this team good enough to win a championship? Honestly, I think that we are. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get back to simming. Alright, man, so we went 67-15 this season. Obviously a big step in the right direction, so that's good to see. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander MVP. Let's take a look at the rest of this here. Do we have anything that concerns us? Yes, we do. Tom Thibodeau, coach of the year. Shout out to him. And it looks like that's it for us. What about the All-NBA teams, though? Let's take a look at this here. Do we have anything for the New York Knicks? No, we don't, but that's fine. Listen, I can't complain, man. We're the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. We'll definitely take that. Let's check out the stats now. Donovan Mitchell led the way for us. 23 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, also 2 steals. And let's see. He shot 44% from deep. That's really good. Then we got Jalen Brunson 45%. We got OG Anunoby 41%. We got some 3-point shooting, man. Dante DiVincenzo 40%. Luke Kennard 47%. That's insane. And then we also got Kelly Olynyk 39% too. Yeah, we for sure improved in that department. Anyways, let's take a look at the rest of the stats. We got Jalen Brunson 20 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, and 1 steal. Let's see what else we got here. We got Julius Randle 18 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. Then we got OG Anunoby 14 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. Also 1 block round up around here. And Mitchell Robinson back in the mix this time. 12 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, and 2 blocks, man. Shout out to him. And who was our main guy off the bench? It was Dante DiVincenzo. No surprise there. 12 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, also 1 steal. We'll definitely take that, man. Anyways, make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of the stats. Let's get into this playoff round and try to win a championship. Who are we going to face in the first round? It's going to be the Charlotte Hornets. Okay, let's take a look at the matchup. As they got LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, Ron Holland, PJ Washington, and Mark Williams. It's an okay team, man. I think that we are better. Do I even need to shorten the rotation? I don't think I do right now. Hopefully I'm not jinxing it. But let's see, it's 2-0 us. That's good. It is 2-1. Okay. Let's see, 2-2. Yeah, nah, bro. I'm definitely gonna shorten this rotation. Let me do that real quick. Here's what I'm thinking, man. I gave more minutes to the starters, not so much for the bench, and it was already a 9-man rotation. So let's get into this thing. As let's see, we do go down 3-2. Come on, bro. Please force a game 7, and there we go. Let's go Simcast here. If it is close, so we will jump into it, which we have not done in a very long time. But anyways, let's see. We are in control so far, but they're kind of hanging around, man. We haven't really been able to fully pull away, and yeah, they're making me nervous. Please don't lose this game, man. Please do not lose this game. About 7 minutes left here. I'm taking it kind of slow in case I got to jump into it, but I think we got it. Yeah, we do. Okay, man, now I can exhale. That was way too close for comfort, but now we're moving on to the second round, going up against the Orlando Magic. Let's take a look at the matchup. It looks like they got Cole Anthony, Jalen Suggs, Franz Wagner, Paolo Banchero, and Wendell Carter Jr. Same starting 5 in real life. It's a good team, man. I think that we are better, so let's get into it. As let's see, we lose game 1. That's tough. Did we beat them in the play-in last year? I'm pretty sure we did, right? But anyways, it's 2-1 us this time, 3-1. Can we close this thing out? And we can. There we go. So now we're here in the conference finals, and look who we're going up against, bro. We got a rivalry on our hands, the Cleveland Cavaliers in the conference finals, despite trading Donovan Mitchell to us. Shout out to him for that. It looks like they got Darius Garland, Quentin Grimes, Isaac Okoro, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen. It's definitely a good team, man, but I think that we are better. So let's get into it. As let's see, we do win game 1. It is 2-0 guys, 3-0 guys. Are we gonna get another sweep? Yes, we are. Okay, so we just got their number, bro. A clean sweep once again, and just like that, we're here in the NBA Finals. So it looks like we're gonna face the OKC Thunder. Let's take a look at the matchup. As they got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Josh Giddey, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, and Chad Holmgren. It's a good team, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit worried here, but let's get into it. As we won game 1, let's see, 2-0 us, 2-1. That's totally fine. Didn't think I'd sweep them. But can we get the gentleman sweep? Yes, we can. Okay. The New York Knicks have done it, man. Winning a championship in 5 games in year 2. And look who got finals MVP, Donovan Mitchell. I said he was the missing piece for us. That definitely was true. 27 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 1 block shot, 46% from deep. Jeez, come on, man. That's a really nice stat line. The hometown kid, finals MVP. Shout out to him. Let's take a look at the closeout game, man. Donovan Mitchell, 28 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals. That's really good. Then we also got Julius Randle, 24 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block. He was definitely hooping, man. Let's take a look at the playoff stats here. We got Donovan Mitchell, 24 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. And he also shot 38% from deep. We'll take that. Julius Randle really stepped it up too, man. 21 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal. And he finally started to knock down some 3-point shots, man. 36% from deep. That was definitely a game changer. And how about OG Anunoby, man? Really stepping up for us. 16 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. And he shot 36% from deep. Shout out to him. So we got our championship in year 2, man. You love to see it. And we still got 1 more year left. Let's move on to season 3 and try to go back to back. Alrighty, so we did have pick number 30, but it is going to the Cavs. I'm not complaining, man. That's totally fine by me. Let's just get the draft. You guys are scaring me a little bit, boys. Donovan Mitchell declined his player option. Same for Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle. What's going on here, bro? We just won a championship. I guess we got to re-sign all 3 of them this offseason, so let's get into it. So the first guy we got to re-sign is Donovan Mitchell. I'm not even going to negotiate. I'm just going to give him whatever he asks for, man. About 40 M's per year for the next 5 seasons. Will he say yes to this? Let's go ahead and find out, because he does have some offers, but we are his top 1. Okay. Donovan Mitchell is sticking around. That's good. Next up, we're going to re-sign Jalen Brunson, 36.5 M's per year for the next 5 seasons. We're spending a lot of money, man, but we got to do it. As let's see, are we going to be his top offer? It looks like we are. Okay. And actually, I'm going to negotiate Julius Randle's contract a little bit because he doesn't have any offers. 27.5 M's, 3 years. Will he say yes to this? It looks like he will. There we go. I'm also going to bring back Luke Kennard on a 1-year veteran minimum. There probably are some upgrades out there, but he was really good for us last season. So yeah, man, let's bring him back. Now we're here player progression where our big 3 is staying the same. We got Donovan Mitchell 93. Then we got Jalen Brunson 89, Julius Randle 85. Nothing too crazy there. We do got Mitchell Robinson up 1 to an 84, so that's good. And then we got some more +1s here, like Dante DiVincenzo up 1 to an 80, Josh Hart up 1 to a 79, Tyrese Proctor up 3 to a 77. That's good. And then Ian Jackson. Wait. Did we have a first round pick? We did. Wow. I didn't even see that, boys. But honestly, I'm not mad at that. He's a really good prospect, 6'7", good size at the 2 spot. And speaking of the 2 spot, man, we definitely got a hold there because Luke Kennard down 1 to a 74. He's probably gonna fall out of the rotation. So yeah, that's my bad. I didn't even see that we had that pick. But yeah, I guess it worked out. Anyways, we also got Kelly Olynyk down 2 to a 74. We probably do need a backup center now. And what else we got here? We got Robert Dillingham up 3 to a 73. That's good. Jericho Sims up 1 to a 73. And then we got Jalen Martin up 1 to a 71. So that's a look at the team. I do feel pretty good about it, but obviously our bench does need some work now. Let's keep it moving to season 3. Before we get into anything, I'm trying to make a trade real quick. I want to send Kelly Olynyk and 2 second-round picks to the Detroit Pistons for Dario Saric. You know, they're still a rebuilding team. I think they would take some draft capital. So will they say yes to this? And they will. There we go. That's the team for year 3, man. We got the same starting lineup: Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, OG Anunoby, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson. Then on the bench, you got Dante DiVincenzo, we got Josh Hart, Dario Saric, and also Tyrese Proctor now getting minutes for us. We'll see what he can do. But yeah, man, I feel really good about this team, so let's get to simming. Alright, man, so we're at the trade deadline and we're 37-13, the first in a decent conference. Honestly, I don't want to mess around with anything, you know, we just won a championship last year. We're off to a really good start this year. Let's just stay put and get back to simming. Alrighty, so the boys went 16-22 this season, a little bit of a step back, but either way, a 60-win season, I definitely can't complain. Anyway, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander MVP, let's take a look at the rest of this here. Do we have anything that concerns us? We got Tom Thibodeau Coach of the Year once again, and then we also got Executive of the Year, which we didn't get last season, so I guess that's good to see. Anyways, let's take a look at the All-NBA teams. Do we have anything here that concerns us? No, we don't, but that's fine. Once again, we are the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Let's take a look at the stats now. Donovan Mitchell led the way for us once again, 24 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, and let's see, he shot 46% from deep. That's really good. Same for Jalen Brunson. We got Julius Randle still struggling. That's a little bit tough, but still, OG Anunoby 37%. And let's see, we got Tyrese Proctor 38%. That's nice. But yeah, man, not a lot of 3-point shooting. I feel like we did take a step back in that department. Either way, I think we got just enough. Anyways, taking a look at the rest of the stats, we got Jalen Brunson 20 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, and 1 steal. Then we got Julius Randle 18 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. And let's see, we got OG Anunoby 13 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. What about our main guy off the bench? That was Dante DiVincenzo once again. 11 points this time, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Anyways, man, make sure to pause it if you want to take a look at the rest of the stats. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into this playoff run and try to go back to back. Who are we going to face in the first round? It's going to be the Cleveland Cavaliers, okay? Sorry, man, this is turning into a rivalry, but I guess not, because we're beating them every time. But anyways, let's take a look at the matchup here as they got Darius Garland, Karis LeVert, not Quentin Grimes. I'm not sure if he's on the team anymore, but anyways, they also got Max Strus, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen. It's still a good team, man. We are going to shorten their rotation just to be safe, so let me do that real quick. This looks pretty good to me. I give more minutes to the starters, not so much to the bench. I mean, you guys know the deal at this point. It was already a 9-man rotation, but anyways, let's get into this thing as we win game 1. Let's see, 1-1. Okay, it is 2-1 them. Oh bro, not this time. 2-2. Okay, please go 3-2 here. Yes we do. Can we close this thing out? And it looks like we can. Okay, so they gave us a little bit of a scare that time, man, but now we're moving on to the second round, going up against the Detroit Pistons. Let's take a look at the matchup as they got Kay Cunningham, Kyrie Irving. Now that's interesting. Then they got Asar Thompson, Modest Buzelis, and also Clint Capella. And bro, that is a really good team. I'm actually pretty scared about this, so let's get into it as they win game 1. Let's see, 1-1. Way to bounce back there, boys. 2-1 us. Let's see, 2-2. Yeah, man, I'm a little bit worried. Can we close this thing out? Yes, we can. Wow, okay. That is a really good sign, boys, because that was a good team. But we're moving on to the conference finals. Now we're going to face the Indiana Pacers. Let's take a look at the matchup as they got Tyrese Halliburton and Dante Exum. That's interesting. Then they got Benedict Mather and Jarris Walker and Miles Turner. It's a good team, but I think that we are better. So let's get into it. We're going to take this per game. Let's go ahead and do this as we are up 2-0 now. Let's see, 3-0 us. And it is a not a clean sweep. I got juked out there. It happens from time to time, but we do end up getting the gentleman's sweep. Now we're moving on to the NBA Finals, going up against the OKC Thunder once again. Let's take a look at the matchup as they got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Cason Wallace now, not Josh Giddey. Then they got Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, and Chet Holmgren. What did we beat them in last year? I think it was like maybe 5 or 6 games. Let's get into it this time. They do win game 1. That's pretty tough. Let's see, way to bounce back there. It is 1-1, 2-1 us. It is 2-2. We might be in some trouble here, boys. They win a game. Oh man, please force a game 7, and we cannot do it. Wow, the OKC Thunder win it all. I didn't mean to skip that real quick, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Finals MVP. Shout out to him. I ain't gonna lie, man, that wasn't the best way to end this video, but it is what it is. We still won 1 championship, and when you take a look at this team, we got a lot of guys who are in their prime right now. You know, we got Donovan Mitchell, 29 years old. Same for Jalen Brunson. Julius Randle is 31, so he's a little bit older. He probably will start to regress pretty soon, but honestly, that's not too bad. Then we got OG Anunoby, 28 years old. We got Mitchell Robinson, 28, and we got a few young guys here. Like we got Tyrese Proctor, 22 years old, Ian Jackson, 21. It's not a super young team, but it's also not a super old team. I feel like we got a little bit of everything, man, so I'm pretty happy with how it came out. But anyways, that's gonna do it for me. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. This has been TKJ. Blessings.